Hello, my pineapple lovers, to another episode of Plants vs. Zombies, and in this episode we're gonna be doing World 2. So basically, to summarize, sun doesn't fall from the sky anymore, so we need these. And now we can use mushrooms and stuff. It's basically the only thing you need to know. And since they're free, we want to plant as many as we can. I think that's pretty obvious. Maybe yeah, with these. Okay. And we got a new zombie, so I'll show him off as we go. So these things are short range, so they only shoot 3 spaces in front of them. So knowing this, we can plant them here. So it's gonna take more than one to kill a zombie, so we're gonna need 2. And as you can see, it is taking forever to get sun because it's not falling from the sky like every 5 seconds. So for now, we just gotta rely on these puny things to protect us. Alright, finally we can get a 3rd sunflower. So we have graves here, and you want to pay attention to those as we move on. Alright, so in this case it happened to get rid of... This little guy got rid of 1 zombie. But sometimes they can actually get bitten. And if they get bitten enough, they will get eaten. So it's like a 50-50 chance. But I don't recommend it. Obviously having 2 on each lane is ideal. And look, it's money! And we gotta save up money to purchase cool stuff. And we'll get into that later. Okay, newspaper zombie. So when his newspaper like disintegrates, he will go ridiculously fast. So first he uses it as a shield, and then when he loses his newspaper, he'll get angry and become an angry grandpa with like boxers on, as you can see. Not really much of a threat, except that their newspaper can absorb snow from snow peas. But once their newspaper is gone, they are not a threat at all. So we're starting to actually make sun production and stuff. So now on the final wave, zombies are gonna shoot out of the graves. So we gotta be mindful of that. That is the new like gimmick of this level. You know, besides every other gimmick that I mentioned before. Now there's tons of money everywhere. Money here, money there. And now we gotta be clicking like twice as much to collect all this money. But there we go. Last zombie defeated, and we got a new plant. Give small sun at first and then normal sun later. That'll be useful. Hey! Oh wait, yeah, I don't read dialogue. You're gonna have to read it yourself, son. Yeah. So we get 750. We get something neato. So normally we would use these, but these are also sun producing plants. So we use this one instead. Save up some slots. And I think like half of these plants I didn't even use. So yeah. So now these are better than the sunflowers because you will see that they actually produce small sun, but they produce it a lot quicker. The small sun, as you can see, is worth 15, which I think is half of 25, basically. Let's see, half of 25 is actually 17, but they just rounded to the nearest 5 number. I think. No, it's 12. 12.5. Am I like an idiot or something? I can't do math. So it's 12.5, but they just round it up to 15. Simple enough, I guess. But you can see we can plant a lot more and we can get them like efficient amount of sun quicker. So look, we're making tons and tons of sun compared to before, and now we have a bunch of them everywhere. More money! Woohoo! Money, money, money. I'm like Mr. Krabs. Okay, put a walnut here for protection. Oh yeah, we should probably put some walnuts in front of these graves, because they can become a problem. So far the sun shrooms haven't grown yet, but they're gonna grow soon. And that's what makes them super efficient, is when they produce normal amounts of sun, which of course is 25. Oh, look, this one already grew. Since that one grew, then the next ones are gonna grow shortly after, since I planted them before. Yep, and then this one grew, and then this one's gonna grow, and then so on and so forth. Depending on the frequency of which I plant them. You know, basically common sense. So since I like to have even sun, I want to get 300, and then I stop collecting. Well, maybe not right now, but later I'm gonna stop collecting sun that is small. You know, just for even numbers. And stuff, you know, mathematical things. So I'm probably gonna do like 3 or 4 levels, so we're already on the 2nd level, so I might do 1 or 2 more depending on the frequency of which I'm doing these levels. So I'm planting a walnut there since the grave is occupying the space of a walnut. You can't plant a plant like inside of a grave, as you can see there. So I must plant the walnut behind the grave, or I guess in front of it in this case. Depends on how you look at the grave. It can be in front or behind the grave. But I guess in the terms of the direction it's facing to begin with, it's in front. Yeah, more mathematical stuff. So we got our basic zombies that we got before. Nothing new here in this department. Just trying to show off the new plant, basically. And now all our sunshrooms are at the level they need to be. And just so you know, I'm running at a completely solid 40 frames per second, even though this video is probably going to be recorded at 30 frames per second, because stupid YouTube video making rules. I can't have a video that's more than 30 frames per second. So yeah, it's not really running that fast because obviously I don't have the greatest computer in the world. It can barely function in some games like these. But I think every single game is at least 30 frames per second, so it's not gonna look so horrible when I'm recording it. Alright, so enough talking about YouTube. Now we gotta talk about actual video games, because that's what I'm here for, right? I'm here to talk about the wonderful things of video games. So we got this buckethead over here that's being a nuisance, and we got newspaper zombies all over the place, and their newspaper is actually upside down. Some minor detail that you might not even notice. So yeah, this buckethead is totally being a nuisance right now. I don't know what to say about him. The only thing I can say is, like, I hope he becomes less of a butthole. So I'm actually gonna replace this walnut so it has better condition and stuff. So yeah, these levels are super long. For some reason, I'm like stuttering or something. Just keep on going like these levels. I don't know if I'm really gonna do 4 levels. That seems like overkill, but you know what? I'm gonna go for it, because I need to set challenges in my life, or I'm not gonna get anywhere in life. I need to set actual challenges. So I'm setting the challenge of having a super long video or something, so I can be lazy and not record in the future. Final wave. Okay, yeah, and then we got these pesky zombies popping out of nowhere. But that walnut actually got wiped out completely. I think that's the first time in Plants vs. Zombies history as of this video that a walnut has died miserably. So look at that. Even sun is divisible by 25, just like I wanted. And we done, and we got a new plant. It's a fume shroom. Shoots fumes that can pass through screen doors. And looky here, we got a screen door zombie, as you can see. Big surprise. Like, how convenient. So we're gonna need to use this plant for our convenience. Alright, yeah, I don't need that. We always want the sunshroom to be first, or the sunflower, doesn't really matter. But just for tutorial purposes, I'm gonna show this and this for the most part. Maybe next video we can start it off with a bang, and we'll use the sunflower instead of the sunshroom to make things extra spicy. Yeah, check out the next video if you want to see some spice. So yeah, basically the same thing, but now we're gonna show off one new plant and one new zombie in this level. So with my amazing showcasing skills, I'm probably gonna do a good job of showcasing this new plant and new zombie. I almost forgot about him. Yeah, nothing special going on yet, but I'll let you know when the time comes to talk about certain things. So as you keep on noticing that, like, I keep on getting more and more plants, but I have to make very wise decisions in order to pick the best plants for this type of levels, because I simply cannot just have every single plant. I must keep some behind, take some, leave some, you know. It's that kind of bargain. Alright, so I'm gonna show off what he does for now. So you can see him. He's gonna fire fumes that actually go 4 instead of 3 like the puff shroom. And they deal pretty moderate damage, but they can shoot multiple zombies at the same time. And in this case, that's going to be useful because he can shoot right through the screen door, and that screen door is pretty tough. So actually using the fume shroom is going to be a good idea. So as you see, he's making work of him. So as you can see, he's dead, even though he has a screen door. That's because the fume shroom shot right through his screen door. So of course, if we have multiple zombies in a row that had a fume shroom, it will shoot multiple zombies, as long as they are adjacent to each other. And obviously within his range, of course. You have to be within this 4 gap area. So they can shoot up all the way to the 9th row from where they are. So that's actually pretty good. So of course we're gonna come across more and more plants that don't actually have like complete row range. And they just have like mediocre range, like the puff shroom. Alright, so we're about to reach the final wave. We need to protect this row because it also has a grave that's occupying a walnut. Or should I say not occupying a walnut. There's no walnut to be found there. So every other plant will just shoot the screen door, while the fume shroom will actually shoot this zombie and this other zombie over here. Because he can pierce right through everything. So he's dead. You know, again, without his screen door actually being destroyed. And bada bing, bada boom. It's another plant. So I think we're gonna do one more level. Ah! Yeah, you wanna say yes or hell yeah, because why wouldn't you? I mean, you can't spend money on anything else. Might as well do it. So now we have 7 seed slots. So now we can hold this grave buster. It's gonna be useful. Oh yeah, I didn't read what he does. I can just simply show you what he does. And we got a returning zombie, the pole vaulter, and of course we've seen him before, so I don't have to showcase him again. Right, yeah, this is definitely gonna be the last video. I mean, not video, episode. Okay, I'm mixing up my words. This is the last level I'm gonna do in this episode, as also in this video. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I keep failing trying to talk, I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, this video must be like at least 20 minutes long. I don't know how long it actually is, but I'm gonna say it's like 20 minutes long. Yeah, most definitely. Must be like 15 minutes long so far. I mean, I guess the viewers will be the judge of that. So again, there's more and more graves occupying our spaces and stuff. If only there was a way to like get rid of them. Alright, there is. With the grave buster, we can simply plant it on a grave and it will completely get rid of it after a couple seconds. That zombie is like, curse you, darn world. Yeah. So of course he is vulnerable to eating the grave buster while he's eating up graves. But look at this. Bam! The pole vaulter will just jump right over him, completely wasting his pole vaulting abilities, since he's also counted as like an entity for these zombies to jump over. So yeah, they can be useful in getting rid of pole vaulter zombies if it happens to be in a row that has a grave, of course. So you see, that grave is gone, and it also gives you money for getting rid of it. Look how fast this thing recharges. It recharges pretty quickly. We will always get money from digging a grave that's already on the lawn. Later, we're gonna be seeing graves that actually just summon out of nowhere, which can actually happen. Oh no, the zombie's getting through. Let me just put a mushroom. Yeah, he had like 1 health. Just had 1 flippin' health. And he was done for. So yeah, be careful where you plant your grave busters, because they can be eaten by zombies if they happen to be planted right on top of one. Or even like right next to it. So yeah, please be mindful. That's your tip of the day. Tip of the day. Sorry, am I confusing you with my foreign language? Right, come on. If I can get 1 more sun, then my sun will be completely even. Yeah, because everybody needs even sun. So as you can see, it's 2 waves. And no zombies are gonna summon because it's not the final wave. And also because they completely have been dealt with. Yay, now we got symmetrical sun. Woo! Right in time, too. This little baby's gonna grow up. Bam, there we go. So these guys are being dealt with. Alright, so now our sun shrooms are grown up again. Just like in the 2nd, 3rd, and this level as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy like my little mini showcases, because I'm probably gonna start making more showcase videos just for ya kind folk. I think some weird series I'm gonna be planning on doing is gonna be called like the plant showcase or something. I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a unique name for it. But it's basically just gonna be like showcasing every single plant in any kind of level and see how they do their dues, how they pay their debts, etc, etc. And it's got a lag spike. Woo! Probably means because there's gonna be a ginormous final wave coming. It's probably what that lag spike was telling me. Actually, I think I know what that means, but I'm not gonna tell you, because it has something to do with my recording software. I'm not telling you my secrets, man. I'm not telling you my secrets. So the screen door zombie is gonna go gonna drop dead on the floor before his screen door is even completely destroyed, because again, the fume shrooms are boss. That's your darn explanation. Again, they're also immune to snow damage because they have some kind of shield, and any zombies with any kind of shields are immune to freezing from the snow pea. And yes, there is gonna be more like freezing type of plants later on. But I think this is the first freezing plant we're gonna see for a while. So prepare your bunions. We keep on collecting more and more money in perfect harmony. Oh yeah, and I forgot to notice, every time you have a lawnmower and it doesn't get activated, it'll actually count as a golden coin. Bam, there you go. In perfect harmony. So in the next episode, we're gonna figure out what this suburban almanac does, and I'm not gonna give you time to read what it says, because what's the point if you can just read what it does? It would be like no kind of hook for the next episode. So speaking of next episodes, in the next episode we're gonna be doing, I don't know how many levels, but I know we're gonna start with this level, obviously. We might do like 2 or 3 levels maybe. I want to see how long this video actually is, and then I'll decide how many levels I do in the next episode. So, oh yeah, I don't want to quit while I'm still recording. So, yeah, see you later, my pineapple lovers. Bye.